through it, modifying the polarization of light. And this data can be read with the help of an optical microscope and a polarizer. You can see in the image there are 3 layers of nanostructured dots separated by 5 micrometers. In this way only, the data is written into this device or this staple disk. Now you can see in the image how ultra fast laser is used to write in the nanostructured glass.
Now, I would like to conclude by saying that we have compared all the storage devices with each other and finally found in the survey that eternal hybrid data storage proves to be the best one for storing the device data storage, since it can be indestructible and it is very small as well. Especially in the field of digital learning, when any researcher or a scientist made any experiment, so he can store it in that and make it useful for the future generations as well. However, for the non-technical field, it is still not in use because it has a application of optical microscope and a polarizer. But the research has been going on to make it useful for the non-tech world as well. This is our topic. Thank you very much. Questions from your side?
अरे नहीं परिसेशन नहीं हो रहा जाओ विषय
वहाँ जाओ
नहीं तुम यहीं खड़े रहो अभिषेक पहले जाएगा अभिषेक हम लोग को बुलाएगा
Artha Dwivedi, Abhishek Krishna and Anand Mohan.
जाओ
अरे माइक को ले जाओ बच्चा
अच्छे से बोलेगा ना
क्या किसको
Artha Dwivedi, Abhishek Anand and Anand Mohan.
पीपीटी लेने के लिए बोले थे ना तुम डेस्कटॉप इधर उधर करो
जाओ जाओ जाओ
आनंद
साउंड नहीं सर नहीं चल स्टार्ट स्टार्ट
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mr. with my friends Anand Mohan and Artha Dwivedi, and we are here to develop a concept of interactive dynamic video. Here in the first picture, that is the YouTube. I know we all are aware of this. From the survey 2014 and 15, it was declared that 1.01 billion people use the YouTube every month, in which 1.5 million people are the video students. Here is the data that's showing that the efficiency of understanding and learning from various types. As if we take the lecture, we understand 5%. We read the things, we understand only 10%. And through YouTube, which we prefer for more understanding things from visualization, and we understand only 20 to 30%. To increase the efficiency of percentage level, we develop a concept of interactive dynamic video. These are the contents that we will cover throughout the discussion about aspect, working applications. Let's start with the introduction. As we all know that we experience our environment by manipulating it. We push, pull, poke to test our hypothesis, our surroundings. We, by observing that how much object respond to a forces that we control, by observing their manipulation. We look at any object from the different angles, we try to manipulate it. But so a normal video unfortunately doesn't afford this type of manipulation. But to the IDV, we can overcome this up to some extent. It limits us to recording a video, but it makes our recording much more interesting through a manipulation. That's how it's made. We have taken the two things, that the normal video plus flash player, to make that IDV, interactive dynamic video. Now come to the main aspect. As you all know that nowadays Nowadays, students prefer the YouTube for understanding the 3D objects. YouTube videos only show what they are made to be. They are only the oriented and planned for a particular view only. The interactive done video can play the role of teacher that the YouTube cannot provide this. It helps us to see an object from a different levels, in a different states, with an option of manipulation of object for the better understanding. Now, the goal of work is to record an object in a way that captures not only their appearance but also their physical behavior with the manipulation of object for the better understanding. It also gives the facility of extra information as well pausing the video and hovering the pointer over the object, and it will show a pop-up menu through it will show all the details of the information. And now I would like to call Anand Asta to proceed further.
Good afternoon, friends. As our friend Abhishek has given you a brief introduction of the topic, I will be proceeding with the further aspects and the applications of this concept. As you can see in the video, object is being manipulated in a running one. This concept is based on the image-based modeling for manipulation of objects. As you have seen in animated movies, the contents are animated and the movies made are very much expensive, and also some algorithms are very much complex to design. So we are in need of a very technical person to create all these things. But with the help of IDV, our student pursuing BTech can simply make any animated video with just a few clicks or in 2 or 3 hours. He just have to understand some of the basic concepts which are provided in this thing. IDV works with the tiny, almost invisible vibrations which is captured. With this technology of capturing vibrations, it can simply animate the objects. So we have in our BTech curriculum, we have studied the subject which is the computer graphics. But as we all know, it's a very difficult subject for complicated objects. It has very much difficult or complex algorithms also. With few mouse clicks, we can simply drag or drop any object situated in the video so as to for better understanding. Now, I would like to. Our objective is to make the video something more than we can only lean on our back. We have built a concept of IDV just as to make video more interactive and in which people can lean forward and show interest in the videos. For example, if you are going a movie, you hardly spend 2.5 or 3 hours just watching it, and all the contents are just stuck into your mind. All because of the interaction and the extra sound effects and stuff given in that. With the help of IDV, it will create an interactive session and an intermediate channel which through everyone can interact and will increase the interest of the person watching a video. On YouTube, we have seen if we are unaware of anything or we are just having problems in BTech, we just go to Google, or the second option is YouTube, which is very much prescribed. But YouTube has only the efficiency of 20 to 30% at which only demonstrates and use the object that is the audio visuals. But with IDV, the concept of interactive dynamic video, we can help to interact a person with the video and manipulating the objects in a virtual world as it can interact with the real world also. Now here comes the features. Now you must all be thinking that why we should use this or what basically it is. Now I want to tell you more about this. That is, if you are watching a video and you are having any confusion or regarding any object, if you are not understanding, what will you do in a normal video? You will just pause the video and you will find the content or you will search the content over Google, or simply you will close the video and see it. But in IDV, you just have to pause the video and get the mouse over it. The computer or the AI will automatically give all the information related to that object. Second is the experimental use. If a person wants to know how an object would be with an increased number of inputs. For example, a molecule is situated of 3 atoms, but a person is curious or a student is curious to know how it will be structured or formed with the 5 or 4 molecules of atoms, then what he will do? He will ask a teacher or just simply Google. But with IDE, he can simply select the option of experimental input and change the number of input, and then only he can see how the molecule is made up to for 4 atoms or 5 atoms or any number of things. Third is the drag and drop. So I want to ask a question: how you experience things? If a person is sitting there and he wants to feel how, of which material the sofa is made, he just have to simply touch or feel the thing or the materials given inside. With IDB, we can do this. It's very complicated at this time we are under process, but up to some extent it is possible. You just have to drag and drop the object written there, and you will feel the anxiety or the pressure applied. So there is a small video of a demonstration in which you will see a molecule is being represented. Here, a two atom is represented. A molecule is represented with 2 atoms. So, if suppose someone wants to know which type of bonding is there, you just have to simply pause the video, right click on it, and click on About. When you will click on About, all the details will be showed there. It will simply show that it has a covalent bond, which is also called a molecular bond, and all the other things. And simply, if a person wants to know that if this structure, a linear structure, is shown with 2 atoms, how it will be shown for 3 atoms. You just have to pause the video and right click over the atom and select the input option. The computer will ask, but how many inputs do you want? You can give any number, 3, 4, 5. For example, if you take 3, this will show over how this atom or molecule is being represented on solid atoms or substance for 3. Simply for 4, we also can just right click over it, select the input option and give over 4 so as to see how it is made for 4 atoms. This is for very curious people which are not understanding concept. For this, they have to go to a teacher or some other stuff on Google and just have to search around. But with this concept, it will help students which are curious enough to know something. And this will help students to regain or remember things which they have been studying. So it is showing for 5 inputs. Now comes the applications. There are various applications of IDE, but the most crucial are discussed here. First is the common gateway interval, that is interaction of the virtual video with the real world environment. With algorithms or softwares which are like FilmShare or video type, it is very difficult and complex and requires a lot of technical knowledge. But with IDE, we can simply create any type of animation which can be there or whichever comes to your mind. Second is the study of molecular bonding. When I was in my 12th standard, my teacher was there in my coachings. They represented many types of videos which can explain the structure of the molecules. But that was not it. They was trying to explain with the help of blocks or rooms just to see or explain with the corners represented here. But with this concept, a student can easily itself explain or understand better the molecules or the structural things. Third is the simulation of old buildings of bridge. This is a very serious issue. And nowadays, you must be hearing that the tectonic plates are moving here and there, and the earthquakes are becoming evenly randoms. They are occurring in randoms. So with this concept, we can simulate how old buildings or bridges would be affected with a number of decibels of earthquake, or how strong winds will be reacted with the bridge or the building. With experimental input, we can change the number of input. For example, a bridge consists of 5 pillars, and you have to drag and see how it reacts to a particular wind, a decibel of earthquake. You just have to change the experimental input and just change the number of pillars to 7. And now you can drag and see how it is reacting to the same intensity of wind or the same decibel of earthquake. Now comes next the interaction that I told before, the CGI. How it can be reacted, how we can react the virtual thing with the real time. So this concept will help further to this also. And last, This in movies we have seen that obviously road safety films that cars are blowing here and there, and thereafter they are harming the environment very much. With IDV, we can simply animate and things which we can move on running videos just to get a safer environment and habitat. So what are the advantages? You must be thinking why we should jump from a traditional YouTube video to IDV. So here are the advantages. First, it is totally user dependent. You just have to simply pause the video and you want to get any option you just want to search. Just you have to right click on it and you can get about all the details that are stored in the buffer place. And or you want to change the number of inputs, or you can drag and drop to see how that is reacting, or if you want to see a molecule or any structure from a different angle. Next is the less duration video. In YouTube videos, everything is mentioned. Just it is written and briefly under depth it is written. Sometimes we watch and after 2 to 3 minutes we think that I think I know this thing, and we just forward the content or just forward or click on the middle of the video to see what's further. But with this concept, it is not shown everything. We just have to pause the video where I am or particular person is not understanding anything. You just have to simply pause the video and see the content written over it. So it lessens the duration. Next is the increases learning efficiency. So it's very important. In our days, technologies are increasing day by day, just as to increase the efficiency of learning. The smart classes, the digital learning, and now we are here to present the concept of IT. It interacts with the person or the student that is there and helps him to better learning experience and better concept building also. In C program, we are told that to play with the program. So the person just reading out the program cannot become a good programmer. Whenever he plays or tries to manipulate or change something, how a thing can be done in a different way, the concepts are built and they get stuck to the mind. With this concept, anything a person learns or sees in a video or watch a video, with experimental introduction, it will get stuck into his mind and will remain long. Conclusion. I know you are getting very just 2 minutes. So coming to the conclusion, it is there to just make a very much interactive session in a video, not mine. So second is the changing the experience of you. We are here to just change the perception that our parents or even the child is making for a video. It is not just about seeing or people just watch a video like just sitting or having chips on in their hand. Third is the increasing efficiency of learning. It increases the efficiency also, as we have seen in our mind. After this, I want to say something else about this topic. It is not copied from anywhere. Me and my colleagues are doing with this from the past few days, and unfortunately, due to lack of resources and knowledge at this level, we couldn't implement it 100%. So it is invested for your tools. Thank you.
लोग कनेक्ट कर दे। अभिनव का है ना नेक्स्ट? ले यार साइड करने
Thank you, Abhishek, Asa, Anand, for such a good presentation. Now, this next presentation is going to be given by Abhishek Jaiswal, Abhinav Tripathi from CS Seminar, and the topic is digital gaming and technology in education.
ठीक है, जूम तो नहीं करना? कहाँ गया? लोग चला, आ जाओ, ठीक है। इसको बैच को नहीं हाँ ऊपर देख ले, वहाँ देख के चला। कहाँ पे? वहाँ स्क्रीन पे। अभिनव पे ले ले। FN F5 दबा दे बस। F हाँ इसको दे दे ये कंट्रोल करो आप कर रहे हैं इसको पता
अरे बैठो नहीं नहीं नहीं
मैंने तुम ही कर
टीम
तेरे
को
को
कोऑर्डिनेट
जब
करना है हमें पता होगा
A very good afternoon to all of
मैं
you.
कर लूंगा तुम जाओ जहाँ
I am Sarvati with my colleague Abhijit Aswal. We are here to represent the paper on digital games and technology in education. So, before starting my topic, I would like to give a special thanks to my faculty members who gave me this good opportunity to speak something about this topic. Now, these are the contents which we covered in this session. Introduction, games in classroom, video games as healthcare, game-based learning approach, survey, advantages, disadvantages, and last one is conclusion. So, introduction. Games can be used in educational fields. Students can develop their abilities by using games. According to the GMCC survey, games in classroom is becoming more common in nowadays. It helps the lowest scoring students to perform well. It makes learning fun and easier. It motivates and engages students to do well in non-gaming situation by the gaming elements. So, what are your questions about going digital in your classroom? Digital classroom Digital classroom means interactive whiteboard, interactive board, interactive way of teaching, and different things. Students can develop their innovative ideas through digital learning. Gaming is a self-learning process in which we learn ourselves without taking anyone's help. Suppose if you want to teach a student ABC, then there is an app of ABC learning in which you have to play with the child like a child is used to shot the balloons in serial order. Like he has to press A, then B, then C. If we do so, the game will further continue. Otherwise, the game will stop. So after playing 3 to 4 times, the child knows how to play the game and how to do and how to press the key. So it proves that gaming is a process of self-learning. Next one is games get the student easily. Students can also develop their ideas and wish collections with the content of the gaming element. Now, video game as healthcare. There is no video game which is used to improve your health better than your doctor. Video game is only used to manage your health. So different for games which are used to manage your health are the first one is bacterial virulence, and then bronchi and bronchitis, and then the last one is red student. In which the bacterial virulence is the game which is used to manage the diabetes and how to manage the diabetes. In this game, the patient play the role of diabetic patient and he has to manage his insulin level, blood glucose, and different things he has to maintain in diabetic level. And the next is red soda. Red soda is the game used for smoking prevention. In which there is a girl as a patient is situated in the cage of lungs, in which he has to clear the task created by smoking. And the next one is bronchial bronchitis, which is used for asthma and self-management. Now, for further information, I would like to call Abhijit as well.
Thank you so much, Aruna. Good afternoon to all. Now I'm going to discuss about the survey, which is teacher embracing game in the classroom. So, a survey which is conducted by GAPC, that is Gaming and Learning Supervision Council in 2013, surveyed at 694 teachers. Approximately 74% teachers use digital games in the classroom as a means of instruction. And here you can see that there is a pie chart indicating 80% students, 80% teachers use digital games in the classroom as at least once a month. And there is also 55% teachers use digital games on a weekly basis. Now come to the next advantages. Advantages in the technology. Here are a few points. The first one is promotes independent promotes independent learning in education. As we are very much depend on our teachers, without them it is like impossible for us to gain knowledge or to do something. So this is the best idea to gain knowledge without taking any help. The next point is prepare student for future. As skills are very much important for us, so games like chess, Uno, and many more, which can improve our skills. and also it is necessary to handle other innovative devices and processes. Next is it has the potential to lower the textbook and tuition prices. There is no burden on the parents because of textbook fees if we convert it into digital. The next is it allows teachers to create an exciting way to educate students. Like teachers can also take the help with the digital games to grasp knowledge. The tools for teaching like books, blackboard or whiteboard, chalk or marker, which is converted into images, videos and other graphics. So because of this, it promotes interest in education. So the last point is also says the same that it encourages development of new technology, of new teaching methods. So if a content is having advantages, so there is also disadvantages. So the disadvantages of technology in education are first, there is lack of interest in education and make students vulnerable to potential pitfalls. These everything is provided online or through data. So students develop poor studying habits since they are very much familiar with basic technology, so they don't want to study from books. The next is negative views on technology. As we live in a society, so there are two kinds of people. Like one is having positive view and the other is having negative view. So people who are having negative views, they think that technology are widely viewed as to entertain, not to educate. And like same as like the parents also think if children is using mobile phones or tablets for a long time, so it just gives a bad impression. But if a children is taking a book and sit for a long day, then it will give a good impression. The next point is raise instructional salaries. This point says that if the teachers are using traditional method, may not be very susceptible to the changes being applied. So now coming to the conclusion, on concluding, I only want to say that educational games need to be introduced in the classroom because it lets children learn from a different point of view. You can see that there is a quotation. It says you can teach a student a lesson for a day, but if you can teach him to learn by creating figures, he will learn he will continue the learning process as long as he lives. So students can prepare them for the advancing world around them. Lastly, I only want to say that formal education will make you living, but self-education will make you watching. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhinav. Now the last presentation of this seminar is going to be done by Hubab Almi, Sakshi and Damini from CS third year, and the topic is Scope of GNMT in Digital India.
पीटी तुम मूव कराओगे मैं मूव कराऊं जैसे बताओ करा दूं
Very good afternoon to all, to everyone presented here. My name is Hubab Almi and my team members Sakshi Srivastava and Damni Patel going to give presentation on the topic scope of GNMT in digital India.
तुम जाके रिहर्सल करो माइक अगर किसी को चाहिए हो तो ले लेना
Contents of the topic are introduction, type of translator, what is GNMT, working of GNMT, difference between PPTS and GNMT, scope of GNMT, and then conclusion. Before proceeding further, I would like to ask a question: how many languages are spoken in India? states where about 780 languages are spoken. According to the People Linguistic Survey of India, 220 languages have disappeared in the last 50 years and another 150 would vanish in the next half century. There is a serious alarm for the disappearance of Indian languages and cultures. By making dictionaries of grammar, we cannot preserve the languages because our languages continue to live only when the people who speak the languages continue to live. In September 2016, a research team at Google announced the development of GNMT. The main aim of GNMT is to increase the fluency and accuracy in Google Translate. And in November announced that Google would switch to GNMT. In this, we are going to discuss the scope of GNMT that will be beneficial to India for its growth and will also be helpful in preserving the diversity of languages in India. So let's have a look over type of machine translator. First is rule-based machine translator. It uses large collection of rules manually developed over time by human experts, mapping the structure from the source language to the target language. The human factor in rule-based machine translation system helps to produce good automated translation. It is the oldest approach and it covers a wide variety of technology. Second is phrase-based machine translation. Phrase-based machine translation is the simplest and the most popular machine translation. It translates the sequence of words. The sequence of words are called phrases or blocks. It does not follow the triangular approach, so there is no need of analysis, but it generates multiple targets. Then the third is hybrid machine translation system. Hybrid machine translation system is characterized by the use of multiple machine translation systems. The motive for developing hybrid machine translation system stems from the failure of any single technique to achieve a satisfactory level of accuracy. Now I would like to call Sakshi Srivastava to conclude.
Good afternoon, everyone presented here. Now, the question is, what is GNMT? So, GNMT stands for Google Unit Machine Translation. It is developed by Google and introduced in November 2016. It uses the artificial neural network for better quality of translation by applying an example-based translation method in which the system of GNMT learns from millions of examples. And it is a unique learning technology of translation, which means it provides us the more human understanding words and sentences. It is more near to fluency with proper grammar. The GNMT provides us a content that has the ability to provide us the content with proper grammar and with high quality. Next. Like if we want to translate the English language into Korean, Korean into Japanese, and Japanese into English, and many other languages, this system can be used there. The GNMT system uses zero-shot translation method, which means the system can directly translate one language into another. The source language, the text which is to be translated. This system first understands the meaning of the source language. Then after it creates the meaning of source language into the language which we want to translate. And as a result, we get the target language. And now the phrase-based system which Google previously used, and what are the difference between GNMT? First is PBPS breaks the sentence into words and then after translate largely independently from each other. Whereas the GNMT can translate the whole sentence at a time. Next is the PBPS cannot directly translate one language into another. It first translates the source language into English and then after to the target language. Whereas the GNMT can directly translate one language into another.
the PBTS takes more time for the translation, whereas the GMFT is much more faster. The chances of error generation is more in PBTS, whereas the GMFT reduces the error from 60 to 85%. The PBTS gives us a lower quality translation, but GNFT provides us a better quality translation in less time. And now about the further continue. Scope of GNFT. GNFT can be used as a tool in real-time conversation to preserve the diversity of languages in India. With GNFT, flow of culture with a medium of languages will happen that will be helpful in maintaining the unity and diversity. GNFT can also be used to increase the interoperability among the states. Since the states of India are divided on linguistic basis, a language becomes a prominent feature of the state. Interstate projects can be completed without any language barrier. Where these study materials could be available to students in their own languages so that they can understand the subject or topic in more better way. It will be also helpful in increasing tourism, as tourists will face less problems without any language barrier. This will have a great significant impact on Indian economy, as it will create various employment opportunities for the locals, like various market shops will flourish in the places. It will also enhance the security level, as decoding in another language will be easier, like non-English programming code can be translated. It can also be useful in video so that the lecture, which are in some other foreign languages, can be translated to users' own languages. It will also be helpful in preventing plagiarism, as there are various countries like China and Japan that write their own patent work or area in their own mother tongue languages. So if someone has copied their work or if they have copied our work, this GNMT will be helpful in preventing the stealing of patent work. I want to conclude this topic by saying that it bridges the gap between human and machine, and ultimately it will bridge the gap of languages in India, so that the chain of knowledge will flow throughout India. Thank you.
So here we are done with all the presentations. Boys, you have to wait for a few minutes for your done. Please wait for a few minutes.
Only there. आगे सामने लग गया